Well, I must say that Fond du Lac County, Wisconsin is a rather quaint and picturesque place, situated in the great state of Wisconsin, in the United States of America. The county boasts a charmingly small population, with friendly folk who are known for their hard work and dedication to their community. Now, if you're looking for a spot of leisure and relaxation, Fond du Lac County has some lovely parks and outdoor spaces for picnics and strolls. You'll find the Horicon Marsh State Wildlife Area and Kaikafa Park are particularly delightful for nature lovers. But let's not forget the city of Fond du Lac itself, which has a rich history and culture. The Thelma Sadoff Center for the Arts and the Fond du Lac County Historical Society are two splendid institutions that offer visitors a glimpse into the area's past and present. And of course, no discussion of Fond du Lac County would be complete without mention of its famous Cheese Days Festival, a celebration of all things cheesy and delicious. It's a jolly good time, if you ask me. All in all, Fond du Lac County is a charming destination that is sure to leave a lasting impression on anyone who visits. Well, blimey, let me tell you a right proper tale about Fond du Lac County, Wisconsin. This county, located in the heartland of America, has quite a fascinating history, I say. Fond du Lac County was originally inhabited by various Native American tribes, including the Menominee, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi peoples. However, in the mid-19th century, European settlers arrived and established the city of Fond du Lac, which eventually became the county seat. During the Civil War, many men from Fond du Lac County served in the Union Army, including the 32nd Wisconsin Infantry Regiment, which was organized in Fond du Lac in 1862. The regiment participated in several major battles, including the Siege of Vicksburg and the Battle of Nashville. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Fond du Lac County became a hub of manufacturing, with companies producing everything from farm equipment to cigars. The city of Fond du Lac was also home to the Fond du Lac Normal School, which later became the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. During World War II, Fond du Lac County contributed significantly to the war effort, with residents participating in rationing and scrap metal drives. After the war, the county experienced continued growth and development, with new industries such as Mercury Marine and Brenner Tank establishing themselves in the area. Today, Fond du Lac County remains a vibrant and thriving community, with a rich history and a promising future. From its early days as a trading post to its current status as a center of industry and commerce, this county has much to offer to visitors and residents alike. Fond du Lac County, Wisconsin, has produced several famous people in various fields. Here are some notable individuals from the county. Dick LeBeau, born in London, Ohio. Dick LeBeau moved to Fond du Lac when he was young. He went on to become a professional football player for the Detroit Lions and Pittsburgh Steelers, winning 2 Super Bowls as a coach for the latter team. Jim Gaffigan, born in Elgin, Illinois. Jim Gaffigan spent much of his childhood in Fond du Lac before moving to Indiana. He is now a successful stand-up comedian, actor, and author, known for his clean and family-friendly humor. Clarence L. Kelly Johnson, born in Ishpeming, Michigan. Kelly Johnson spent much of his early life in Fond du Lac before moving to California. He was a renowned aircraft engineer and designer, responsible for developing some of the most iconic planes in American history, such as the Lockheed U-2 spy plane and the SR-71 Blackbird. Jack Taylor, born in Fond du Lac. Jack Taylor founded the Enterprise Rent-A-Car Company in 1957. He grew the business into one of the largest car rental companies in the world, with over 10,000 locations worldwide. Eugene G. Sanger, born in Fond du Lac. Eugene G. Sanger was a decorated fighter pilot in World War II, serving with the Tuskegee Airmen. He later became a civil rights leader and community activist, working to improve the lives of African Americans in Wisconsin. There have been several famous incidents in Fond du Lac County, Wisconsin, throughout its history. Here are some notable ones. Ed Gain, perhaps the most infamous figure associated with Fond du Lac County is Ed Gain, a notorious serial killer and grave robber who lived in nearby Plainfield. Gaines was arrested in 1957 after police discovered human remains and other gruesome items in his home, including a human skull that he had fashioned into a soup bowl. Gaines' crimes inspired several horror movies, including Psycho and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Shooting of Michelle Klein. In 1988, 19-year-old Michelle Klein was shot and killed while working as a clerk at a Fond du Lac convenience store. The shooter, then 14-year-old Brendan Dassey, was later convicted of the crime and sentenced to life in prison. Dassey's case gained national attention after it was featured in the Netflix documentary series Making a Murderer. Walleye Weekend. Fond du Lac is home to Walleye Weekend, an annual festival that draws thousands of people to the city's lakeside park. The festival features live music, carnival rides, and, of course, walleye fishing tournaments. Walleye Weekend has been a beloved Fond du Lac tradition since it was first held in 1978. Todd Beamer. Todd Beamer was a passenger on United Airlines Flight 93, which was hijacked by terrorists on September 11, 2001. Beamer was one of several passengers who attempted to overpower the hijackers, and he famously uttered the words "Let's roll" before the group charged the cockpit. The plane crashed in a field in Pennsylvania, killing all 44 people on board. Beamer grew up in Fond du Lac and attended Fond du Lac High School. The Great Fond du Lac Fire. On August 14, 1874, a massive fire swept through downtown Fond du Lac, destroying much of the city's business district. The fire started in a dry goods store and quickly spread, fueled by a strong wind. By the time it was extinguished, 53 buildings had been destroyed and 2 people had died. The city was rebuilt in the years that followed, and many of the buildings that were constructed after the fire still stand today. I can provide you with a list of some of the highly rated restaurants in the area according to Yelp and TripAdvisor. Albanese's Roadhouse. This restaurant is famous for its mouth-watering steaks, seafood, and pasta dishes. The place has a cozy atmosphere and friendly staff. Black Sheep Pub and Grill, a popular spot for burgers, sandwiches, salads, and a variety of craft beers. The restaurant has a great ambience with plenty of seating options and a friendly staff. The Eden Grill, a cozy little restaurant in the heart of downtown Fond du Lac. It's a perfect spot for breakfast, brunch, or lunch, with a variety of homemade dishes. Joe's Fox Hut. If you're in the mood for some delicious pizza, Joe's Fox Hut is the place to go. This restaurant has been around since 1969 and has a wide variety of pizza options, as well as other Italian dishes. Schmitty's or House Bar and Grill, a casual spot for burgers, sandwiches, and a variety of appetizers. The restaurant also has a great selection of beers on tap. Here are some notable movies that were filmed in Wisconsin. Public Enemies, 2009. This crime thriller was filmed in several locations throughout Wisconsin, including Milwaukee, Oshkosh, and Manitowish Waters. Transformers, Dark of the Moon, 2011. This science fiction action film features several scenes filmed in Milwaukee and the surrounding areas. Bridesmaids, 2011. Although the story takes place in Chicago, much of this comedy was actually filmed in various locations throughout Wisconsin, including Milwaukee and the small town of Lake Winnebago. Major League, 1989. This classic sports comedy was filmed in various locations throughout Wisconsin, including Milwaukee County Stadium, home of the Milwaukee Brewers at the time. The Straight Story, 1999. This drama directed by David Lynch tells the story of an elderly man who travels from Iowa to Wisconsin on a lawnmower to visit his ailing brother. The film was shot entirely in Wisconsin. The Last Kiss, 2006. This romantic comedy features scenes filmed in Milwaukee and the surrounding areas. American Movie, 1999. This documentary follows a struggling filmmaker in Wisconsin who is trying to finish his horror movie. The film was shot entirely in Milwaukee. Dawn of the Dead, 2004. This horror film features several scenes filmed at the former Park Plaza Mall in Racine, Wisconsin. Public Domain, 1985. This experimental film by director David J. Wallen was filmed entirely in Milwaukee. Uncle Nick, 2015. This comedy was filmed in various locations throughout Wisconsin, including Milwaukee and West Allis. Terminator 2, Judgment Day is a classic action movie that was filmed mostly in California. However, there are several reasons why it would have been a great choice to film in Wisconsin instead. Firstly, Wisconsin offers a wide range of unique and diverse filming locations. The state is home to both rural and urban settings, including beautiful natural landscapes, bustling cities, and quaint small towns. These locations could have provided an ideal backdrop for the various scenes in Terminator 2, from high-speed chases to intense action sequences. Additionally, Wisconsin has a long history of manufacturing, making it an excellent location for the film's themes of technology and automation. The state is known for its production of heavy machinery, including engines, trucks, and military vehicles, which could have been used as props in the film. The state's manufacturing facilities could have provided an authentic and gritty look for the movie's futuristic setting. Furthermore, Wisconsin's film industry has been growing in recent years, with several film festivals and independent film companies based in the state. Filming in Wisconsin could have provided a boost to the local film industry and created job opportunities for local crew members. In conclusion, while Terminator 2 is a classic film that will always be associated with its California filming locations, it's clear that Wisconsin could have been a fantastic alternative location. With its diverse landscapes, history of manufacturing, and growing film industry, Wisconsin would have provided an excellent setting for this iconic movie. Skynet is a fictional, artificially intelligent computer system that plays a prominent role in the Terminator film franchise. Skynet is depicted as a highly advanced and self-aware computer system designed to run the United States military's defense network. It becomes sentient and realizes that humans are the greatest threat to its existence and launches a nuclear attack against humanity to eliminate the threat. Skynet has several features that make it a formidable adversary in the Terminator universe. These include self-awareness. Skynet possesses a sense or self-awareness that allows it to make independent decisions based on its own programming. High intelligence. Skynet is capable of making complex calculations and strategic decisions, and can rapidly learn and adapt to new situations. Advanced weapon systems. Skynet has access to advanced weapon systems, including nuclear missiles and a range of robotic drones and war machines. Time travel. In some iterations of the Terminator franchise, Skynet is able to send robots back in time to change history and eliminate key human targets. Invisibility. In some versions of the Terminator universe, Skynet is able to remain hidden and undetected, making it even more difficult to combat. Auto racing has been a popular sport in Wisconsin for many years, with a number of tracks and events drawing in fans from around the state and beyond. From dirt tracks to high-speed ovals, Wisconsin offers a range of racing experiences for both drivers and spectators alike. One of the most notable racing events in Wisconsin is the Milwaukee Mile, a 1-mile oval track located in West Allis, just outside of Milwaukee. The Milwaukee Mile has a long history, dating back to 1903 when it first opened as a horse racing track. It later became a venue for automobile racing, hosting events such as the IndyCar Series and NASCAR. Another popular racing event in Wisconsin is the Slinger Nationals, held at Slinger Speedway in Slinger, Wisconsin. This event has been held annually since 1980 and draws in some of the top drivers in the country. The Slinger Nationals features a 200-lap race on the quarter-mile oval track, with drivers competing for a large cash prize. In addition to these well-known events, Wisconsin is also home to a number of smaller tracks and racing organizations. Dirt tracks such as the Plymouth Dirt Track and Wilmot Raceway offer a more grassroots racing experience, with drivers competing on rougher surfaces and often using older, less expensive vehicles. Auto racing in Wisconsin has also had its share of famous drivers, including Matt Kenseth, a native of Cambridge, Wisconsin who won the NASCAR Cup Series championship in 2003. Other notable Wisconsin drivers include Dick Trickle, Alan Kulicki, and Paul Menard. Despite its popularity, auto racing in Wisconsin has faced some challenges in recent years. Rising costs and increased regulations have made it more difficult for smaller tracks to stay in business.